Now then, inside these two boxes is something rather special. It's a Danarm 2-man chainsaw from what I believe to be the 1940s. So it comes in two boxes. The top box is original. The bottom box, which has the engine in it, I made just to keep in theme with it and keep it protected. Now on this box, it's still got all the stamp, all the painted numbers, and it's all gibberish. I don't know what any of it means, but it's just cool and it's all there. So you've got the rope handles on it. Now what is interesting is on the back it says VN Don B&B 6 step 53 3 of 4. So I imagine they came in a batch or something like that. Now there it says Don, which I believe is Donington, because if we open it up, this is what's inside. It is captured. So it's still got tags on it. You can't really read it. Oh. Screwdriver. Now on this tag here, it says, warning, this engine has been inhibited cold. It must not be rotated for any purpose until required for repair. Number 1, RSSD, Donington. And then it's got the War Department number and the date, but I can't read them. It's faded. How cool is that? So that came in it. And then look at the chain. That's the chain. It's covered in like old grease, and but it's just a monster chain. That's the size of that. So that's the chain. I think mice have been in there. It's for the mouse nest and all sorts. So that's the chain. That's the oil reservoir that goes on the end. So they're pretty heavy. So that's where the oil goes. It says, what does it say on it? Fill with engine oil. And then that's your tap for your on and off for your bar and chain. And then the handle goes there. I think it's that. That goes in there somehow, thread in, and that's where you hold it. Now it says Danarm TX with a machine number WD, which I imagine is War Department, then a B 4280. Now usually Danarm, they date the swords through the serial numbers, so that could be 42. So 1942, and then 80 is the saw. But I'm hoping, because the engines are villiers, usually they stamp the dates on the flywheel. I'm hoping when the engine was made, because other than that, I just don't know. So that's that. And then that's obviously the bar. Put that there. That's the bar. And it's still covered in grease. So that's got paperwork on it, but I can't read it. You can't read any of it, it's all just faded. There's a few bits there. So let's just see how big that chain is compared to a 404. Right, so there's the Danarm chain, and that is 404. Look at the size difference. And that's like I think it's called, look at it, it's a chipper chain, I think. It's not a chipper chain, is it? What's it called? It's the old style chain. Totally different. Scratcher, that's it, scratcher chain. But it's still covered in grease, so it must be like new. Now, The other bit of history of the saw is stamped on the engine. It has a plate stamped on it. So, which I will show you now. So that's basically all that's in here. Oh, and there's this, like a guide rail that goes over the bar. But it's made out of like, not Bakelite, not plastic, it's like a fibre, like a because obviously during the war they've had to scrimp on materials, wouldn't they, for the brass and stuff, so that's that. So that's what's inside there, and we'll show you the engine. Right, this is the box with the engine on it, that's the box with the bar and chain on it. So I made this just to keep in theme and protected. Now this is the engine. Keep that lid there. Pull it out a bit so it doesn't fall on me. So yeah. It's just massive. I believe it to be 250cc, but I'm hoping to confirm that. It's still got the tags on it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll pull the engine out and put it on top of the crate, and then we can have a closer look at it. Right, so it is out of the crate, and it's heavy, very heavy. So, well, everything's still got the wax paper on it. That's obviously your air filter. There's your carb, brass carb on it, villiers. Now luckily, it does turn over. I'm not going to do it much because it'll be dry in there. So anyway, yeah, this tag on it, that one just says about mixing the oil, but that one says reconditioned by T.H.J. Daniels, February 1954. So what I think happened was, it was made in 42, used in the war, and then obviously sent back in 54, reconditioned, done whatever. They've packaged it up, mothballed it, and it's just never ran since. It's just sat in a box somewhere. So if that's true, that's pretty amazing. Because what's that? 54, 71 years. 70 years? About 70 years, 71 years. I'm not very good at math. But it's just, I mean, look, it does turn over. Even it's got twin exhausts as well. Just look at the size of it. So these are the exhausts. It's got two exhausts. Look, everything's still got the paper on it, and the exhaust has still got paint on it. Now, obviously that's a drive. The clutch. That's your clutch cable that goes into there. That's the catch for it. Now the clutch cable's snapped, or it's missing, or it's just disintegrated, but that's just a cable, can fix that. It's even got the original John Bull grips on it. It's just super cool. It's got like a braided metal fuel pipe on it. And the tank, it says, what's it saying there? So it's the 4 measures of service oil M220 to 1 gallon of petrol. This tank holds half a gallon. Shake well. So that's your measure for your oil. So you fill that with oil, I don't know how many times, pour it in. Now the tank, the tank is clean. The tank, which is another reason I just don't think it's ran. I mean, you can actually see the heat off the weld. I don't know if you can see it, where they've welded the seam, and it's got the heat, you know, where it goes blue. And it looks like it's just been sprayed with oil in there. Look, I think you can see it. You know the heat transfer, there you go, from the welding. Actually in that corner, there you go, look, see where it's gone blue from the heat for where they welded it. So the tank's mint. So the only thing I've done to it is when it came, it had a cork thing with the original Lodge plug cap. When it came, it had a piece of cork inside where the plug goes, and it was all just disintegrating. I didn't want it falling in, so I took it out and just put a spark plug in there just for now, just to keep the oil covered. And these tags, OHMS, and then it's got just all the numbers and nothing on them. But yeah, that's your gear. This is gearbox here. So I imagine that's your fill plug, and that's your level plug maybe, and that's where the clutch engages and disengages, and then you can adjust it with that bolt. And that lever there, that's to adjust the gearbox so you can pivot it. So I think if you pull it that way, and there's a catch. There you go. It's hard to do it one-handed, but it locks. There's a detent on there, so you can cut it certain angles. So it's pretty amazing, really, isn't it, for its age? It's even got brass manifolds on the inlet and the exhaust. It's just quite amazing. I'm quite amazed by it, but also pretty frightened by it, because I want it to run. I want to get it running, and if it does run, it's going to get the full shebang with the paint and everything, and I will use it. It will cut. So on there it says, what's it saying? 2.5 horsepower, B3710 villiers. So I imagine it's not going to have spark, is it? Sitting this long. The HT leads pretty goosed. But the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is make a very, very strong 2-stroke mixture and pour it in the cylinder. Just give it tons of oil, just to lube everything up inside. And then I'll probably check the gearbox for oil. But that's not a priority. I don't want that. What's that? Is that a greaser? It's a screw greaser. Or is it an oil cap? Yeah, it's a greaser, isn't it? Alright. Oh, stinks. What's that? Oh, paper on the back of the exhaust as well. You can see it. What's that, waxed? Waxy paper. There it is. So yeah, I'll make a strong mixture and then we'll get it poured in. it's already got 2-stroke in it. I'm just going to put some more oil in it. So this is just 2-stroke oil. Show you the can. Water department 53, so it's keeping in theme. Let's get a funnel. Give it a pull. Oh, that's turning over already, a lot better. As it gurgles. Oh, it's leaking out the exhaust. It's turning over a lot better. Which is moving. That's a lot for you. What's that noise? What's that fan? What's that mesh on there catching them? Now I imagine it won't have spark, will it? So I'll probably have to take the tank off the cowling. Yeah. Take that off. Take that off. Take the flywheel off. This is a villiers. Take the fan off. Take the flywheel off. Hopefully it's got a date stamped into it. Sounds like it's got good compression anyway. There's some over that. Oh yeah. It's making the right noises. And the clutch is turning, so I'm half tempted for the hell of it just to put a rope on it and just see if it has got spark, just because imagine if it has. Should we try that first? Just see if it's got spark. It's turning over alright. Let me whip up a pull rope and I'll test if it's got spark. Right, so I've made a very quick temporary pull rope. Let's turn it that way a bit. Which way is it turn? Clockwise. God, it's awkward to get the rope in there. Back in it, that's awkward. Right, let's put the spark plug on it. In there. I know it's not going to have spark, but I'll just for the sheer hell of it. On there. No. Let's try again. Got this. Fucking pain in it. I can only imagine the sound this is going to make when it runs. If I can get it running. Anyway, fucking ice cream, man. In February. It's February. What's going on? Okay, I don't know. No, I haven't got a spark. Turns over though. I'll just put a bit more oil in there. Just see a bit of help. K's oil can, best oil cans in the world, I don't care what anyone says. Lovely jubbly. Right. So it hasn't got spark. Let me try one more time, just hold the plug and see if I can feel anything. But I can guarantee you the points will need cleaning and probably the coil changing. Because, well, it's a villiers for one, and because of the age of it, be it long it's been sat. No, nothing. Right, let's start taking it apart. Right, so I think to get this cowling off, to get this off, I think it's that nut and bolt there, one there, and I think hopefully just take the fuel tank bracket off with the fuel tank, take it off there. I don't really want to damage that, if I can. It's probably goosed, but you know, it'd be nice to keep it original, wouldn't it? So yeah, and then take that top bracket off, I think, to get that off, and then pull that flywheel nut off and take the screws out. That looks like it's going to be fun, doesn't it? I've only been in there for, what, 70 years plus. Lovely. Right, let's get to cracking. That's the thinking here, that I could be the first person alive to take these off. But anyway, right, are they going to be metric? Are they going to be AF or Whitworth? That one feels like Whitworth. What about these ones down there? These Whitworth? The Whitworth, lovely. Start up here. We get a socket on that. pressure on there as well, I think, yep. I should have cleaned it first, but it's turning. Oh no. I thought they'd shared them. All the hardware seems to be in good nick. And one of the main reasons I want to save this, apart from it's absolutely mental, and I like collecting chainsaws, as you probably know by now, just look at how they used to make things. You know, look at the quality of the materials and the way they used to design them. And I like trying to save it because, one, it's mental, you don't see it anymore, but you know what I mean, just look at it. I love it. Right, enough of that. Let's get the. Is it an Ewatts? There we go. Slacken that, and then and just work it back and forth with it. Yeah, it's coming in. I imagine the cork's goosed in this, but you can get them. So it looks like it's got like a banjo fitting in there. Keep it out of the way for him. Yeah. It does turn. It says pull to turn it on, but it's stuck. Oh, there you go. Look at that. I imagine that's going to leak, but we'll find out hopefully. The one behind here now. Hard to get to because of this exhaust. Don't feel like taking the exhaust off. If we can help it. It's going to be a bastard to get to. We get an extension. That exhaust come off. I'm trying to get to that nut and bolt there, but the fucking exhaust is in the way. That's on 2 clamps. Oh. I suppose hopefully if I take the exhaust off I'll get a look at the piston and cylinder at the same time. It's coming. Right. There we're looking that's all. You can't see. Now it's offsetting it. It's offset each side so you can't see the cylinder and the piston. It's a big mystery. Just noticed as well, this spanner I'm using is from 1955. You can see that. MOD again. Finally, is that just left off? Yes. Oh. Oh. Stick that to one side. And the flywheel looks to be brass. I just so hope there's a date stamped on it. Can I be able to know? Then I'll be able to know how old it is. Yeah, usually villiers, they stamp the number on the flywheel. Right, we've got to take off now. That. I imagine there's one there and some underneath. Right, let's get them off. Everything's just undoing. Everything's in good nick. Ain't nice when this stuff just undoes. Because the stud's coming out and the nut's stuck to the threads, it won't unscrew anymore because it's catching on the cylinder. So I can't back it out anymore. So I'll have to undo the bottom one and then pull it off, I think. Let's get that front pulley off on her. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Is that 2 screws? That just aren't going to come out, are they? A screw there and a screw there, slotted heads. And I'll be very surprised if they come out. Try that one first. Ah, no, that's not coming off. Let's try this one. Oh, yes. Right, that one's come out. It's just this one. Please. Please. I can't get 2 hands on it without turning the... I just want to turn the engine. Oh, fuck. Hopefully this will do it. I just want to pop out. Oh, please. That one's loose, isn't it? Yeah. Come on. Try shocking it. Oh yes. Should have cooled down. Yeah. What? Oh, I just set them off. I didn't see them. Looks like there's 4 screws there. Right. Where's my brush? Let's see if he's got. Oh, yes. And another, come on. Yes. Please, just come on. There's 2 more down there. So rusty I can't find the slot. I've got a slot in it. Where's the slot? Oh, there it is. Lovely. That's what we like. There's one. Sorry about the shocking camera, was it? I'm not a cameraman. that? There's a screen. How's it come on? Is that part of the flywheel? On the other ones, that comes off separate. On the other villiers. What? Is that part? That pry off? Does it pull off? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just tight. Definitely popped. There we go. It's coming off. There we go. Bars on the way. I'm going to take the engine off the mount really if I can help it. But I think I might do to get the flywheel off. Might have to take the engine off the mount because of this bar. I don't think the flywheel's going to have enough space. I can't get that off. Never mind the flywheel and cowling, which is now loose. I think that's going to prevent me. Oh no, I can take the handles off. I just unbolt the handles there, I didn't even fucking spot them. Phew, getting a bit worried then. Yeah, I'll just unbolt them there and take the handles off. Sweet, right, I'll do that. Wash it. Yep. Right, there's one. What? A different size? Socket can't get on it because of the weld. It's a lump. So there's a handle loose. Hopefully I can just loosen it and keep it like that. That's off. Oh yeah, it's like key, like locked, the locking pins there. So it goes on a certain way. So hope that's got a number on it. Ah, yes, this is so that's a finger around. Well, the other stud's still on it. The longest stud in the world. There we go. Aha. That's what crap. That black line, that's the old felt seal. I think the felt. Into that. So there's that. Right, now I'm hoping on this engine somewhere, on this flywheel, there is a number. No, I can't see one. Just take your time and mark. See it? Or a line. Never mind. Maybe it's under the fan. You can take the fan off, or is it cast on? And you can take it off. I wonder if it's under that. Mark there as well. On that maybe. That's a film and turn one on. No. What I'm going to do first is mark it up for timing as it is at the moment, just for future reference, because I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll get the engine to TDC and then just make a mark just so I know roughly where to put it back, because you usually have an arrow on the casing for a line, and I can't see one. You usually have like a little casting that has an arrow on it, I believe. And this hasn't got one. I'll just make my own. Right, so the engine's at TDC, so I'm just going to use a centre punch and make some marks. About there. Make that a bit bigger. So they just line up there. That's at TDC. Right, now I can take the flywheel off. Right, so the engine's roughly timed up, just for reference. I've got the engine up on a piece of wood just so I can turn it over easier and it's at a better angle to get the socket in. So what size is that going to be? Half inch maybe? Yeah, half inch. Right, is this going to come off? Please. Oh, right, let me get a bar. Oh, is that it? Yes. The weird thing with these is they're looser and then tighten up again. And then you have to like undo it again. Fucking hell, that's tight. Really tight. Yeah, usually on villiers they undo and then they go tight again and then you loosen it again and it pulls the flywheel off with the nut. It's like captured, but it's seriously tight. Obviously I don't want to break it. It's not the fins either. I can't get a grip of it. Fuck. Right, well there's one of the fins broke. Fuck's sake. What I might do is take this off. Oh, I fucking broke it. I might take this off and then hope I can get behind, get closer to the nut, and get some oil or whatever that is coming out. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take this off and hopefully I can get behind to the nut and put some oil on it or something, because it's buried in there. Right. Let's try that. Everything else has come undone as well, really easy. I'm so gutted I broke that fin on the flywheel. Fucking hell, I don't like doing that. I can't think of another way to hold it. I might find a date under here that'll cheer me up. Pull these washers off. I suppose thinking about this hasn't been off for at least 70 years. Oh, we don't even need to take the flywheel off. That's a result. Get to the points to there. There's the points. There's the coil. Wow, I have not seen how clean it is in there. I've not seen points like that on villiers. Wow. There's the coil. I've never seen it. Usually it's soldered. That's like a little nut. Oh, that's the point. Usually have a cover. A date on it. Oh, can't see a date. there's a line there, an arrow. That must be the timing arrow. Let me see that. No date. That's a big old coil on that. Yeah, look, it's all brass. Even the housing, I've never seen one like that. And there's your coil. Sorry about the camera work again, but in a way I want to get the flywheel off, so I know it comes off if I need to replace the coil or anything. It's got an M carved on it for some reason on the coil. Yeah, I think I'll have another go at getting that nut off. Right, so after many and many attempts, I can't get that nut off there. It's just too tight. So I've had to borrow this nut cracker. Now if this doesn't do it, then I'll just have to try and clean the points from where they are, not remove it, and just hope that the coil's good. So let's see if this will get it off. That was easy. Very clean in there. Right, so what do the points look like? It's hard for this to focus, but they're absolutely green. Try. Get the light. Yeah, they're absolutely green. Wish this would focus. Right, let's give them a clean. So there's two wires, one goes to the points, and there's another one that goes to that screw there, which I think is for a, yeah, there's a tab there for a kill button. So if you fitted a kill button, that's where it'd go. The kill switch, it'd go to that there, that terminal there. And then that's your HT lead connection, which looks pretty clean. But what I might do while I'm here now is just replace the HT lead. So that's what we'll do. We'll clean the points, change the HT lead, put the flywheel back on loosely, and then try and give it a spin, see if it's got a spurt. God, that's still got grease on it. It's got no wear on it at all. Goes that way, doesn't it? That way. Nope. That way. Let's get a piece of paper. Right, put the flywheel back on. I didn't change the fucking HDMI though. I think what I'll do, so I'll have to take that nut out. I'll just chance it for now. It's split, but it's not down to the wire. So, because otherwise I've got to either take that off, or if I've got to redo the ignition, which I probably will do, I'll just take the back plate off and then change it then. So I think we'll put the root pulley back on, give it a spin, see if we've got a spark. I'll just put 2 nuts on, I don't need 4, that's what I'm running. Right, so I'll put the rope on there, spark plug's there. Try and get it working. Sparked, did you see it? It's got spark. Where can you? Just move this. That's unbelievable, it's got spark. Where's? Let me. I can't believe this has got spark. That's unbelievable. Try and clean it up a bit. It's hard to. had spark. I've definitely seen it. I'm not dreaming it. Can you see it? Right, so I've just cleaned up this plate here. Got the rust off it to give it a good earth. I'm going to shut both doors and put that on there. Get that as close as I can get. Are we ready? It's hard to get this plug to earth properly on that. Let's try that. Oh yes. Yes. No way. She's gonna run. She is gonna run. Right. It would be nice to replace that HT lead because it's not the best. I think if I maybe try and take that out, that threaded, that long bolt, maybe squeeze it out. Because I don't think you can pull them out. And it's falling apart in the end, that needs replacing. Right, I think we need to, because it has got spark, we'll give it every chance. So we'll replace that. But I can't believe it's got spark. Unbelievable. Right. Let's try and get this HT lead fitting off here. And these are very delicate. It's turning. I just realised I'm not going to be able to get that out because that's in the way. Hasn't got the room. Try and pull these handles off because they're in the way. All things turning. But on this end there's a nut with like a slot in it for a screw, and it's all turning. It's almost like the thought of this by putting a slot in it. Slides out of the way, and then we can get this off. It's just unscrewing. It's unbelievable. Usually they're seized in there. And yeah, look at that. It's seen better days. It's falling apart in the hand. too bad. A little bit of dirt on there. It's just wiped off. But yeah, it's pretty knackered. It's actually split there and the wire's going green. So stick a new HT lead on it. I'll reuse that. Nothing wrong with that. I think just one screw. There you go. Just has like a screw inside there. I just screwed into it. I think it's the same on this side as well. I think there's just one, yeah. That's the same. So it just has like a spring contact on a little wood screw that screws into the HT lead. And just screw the lead in there. So there's our new HT lead. I'll just screw that in there. Same on this side. Let's push that up. Screw it in. And that's spring loaded. I'll give it a quick test for continuity and then stick it back on. So we've got one end in the plug end and then the negative there, and as you can see, for continuity. Bad news, I'm afraid. It's completely lost spark. It's got no spark at all, so I'll replace the HT lead. I tested it once and it had a spark. I tested it again, it was completely dead. So I've played about with it. I disconnected the kill wire just in case it was shorting out. Cleaned the points again, checked the gap, the wear opening and closing. I think it's the coil that's completely dead, because if you test it with the multimeter on each terminal, it's hard to film it. If you test it in there, across there, and where the HT lead goes, it's completely dead. And if you get a new one, a new coil there, and test it in the same way, we get what do we get? 25,000. That's a brand new coil. And if you test the one that's on this engine in the same way, nothing, completely dead. So I think it's, you know, it's been dormant for so long, I think it's just cooked it. So I had my suspicions anyway, that's why I was so amazed. But I think the coil's packed it, so I'll have to redo the ignition. But luckily I've got new coil. The only problem is that's the longest one you can buy. Well, I've got, and it's shorter, so I might have to do a bit of engineering. Just make some spacers to make that longer and make that in the middle so the HC lead can pick it up. Yeah, well, that's quite a bit shorter. But I've done it before. It's doable. It's just a shame really. It did spark, it's just died on it. So that's the next phase, I think. We do the ignition. It's on. So yeah, I think that'll be it for part 1. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with a part 2 where hopefully we'll get a better spark out of it. Go through the fuel system, strip the carbon, do whatever, and then check the gearbox out, see what that's all about. But yeah, thanks for watching.